Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Dragon Quest XI-S Echoes of Endless Fate Definitive Edition 2D on Nintendo Switch. Okay, where are we at our 2D adventure? Let's see. With the newfound knowledge that he is the Luminary Reborn, 2D heads northwards from his hometown in Cobblestone and arrives in the storied city of Heliodor, only to be branded a harbinger of calamity and thrown into the castle dungeon. Along with Eric, a mysterious young man from a nearby cell, he escapes and ends up in the sewers beneath the city. Despite the best efforts of the castle guard and a deadly black dragon, the pair escape the twisted tunnels only to find themselves trapped atop a cliff, at the top of a cliff. They have little choice but to trust in luck and the power of the Luminary and fling themselves forcefully over the edge. Somehow they survive, and 2D awakens in a small church near the city. Chop. Chop. I think we took care of your request? Yep, okay, good. I didn't even do that in the 3D version. I totally walked by that guy. Janasa using the real decoy, head back to the soldier by the church in the Heliodorian foothills and tell him the good news. Oh yeah, that's right. No, don't say a word. You don't need to. A man with my vast fighting experience can recognize the first-time pep power user a mile off. The glint in your eye, the spring in your step, the glow of satisfaction. Oh yes, you nailed it all right. You should be proud of yourself. To have teamed up with a trusted ally and pulled off a pep power is a momentous day for an aspiring warrior. It feels amazing, doesn't it? Yes, there's nothing like a pep power, and I must say I feel rather proud of having opened your eyes to their wonder. Here you are. Consider this a small souvenir to commemorate this magical moment. Got a gold chain. Now, don't forget there are many more pep powers out there just waiting to be discovered. The number of ways in which spells and abilities can be combined is beyond even my imagination. Or even beyond my imagining. And don't think they're all just two-person affairs. Oh no, there are some that need 3 of you to be pepped up before they can be performed too. Cut a long story short, the more spells and abilities you master, the more companions you meet, the more pep powers will become available to you. Which just goes to show that you can't always go it alone in life. No, there are times when it really pays to work with others. No, I guess I should save. Oh, okay. From the back it looks like it's a dress, but it's just a sash. Oh, this door is open. Was it open in the 3D one? Okay, I think we still need to go back to Heliodor, right? Downtown Heliodor. Welcome to downtown Heliodor, home to rogues, ruffians, and all of my favorite kinds of people. About a year ago, me and Dirk, my partner in crime, managed to acquire one of the royal family's most precious possessions, the Red Orb. They got wise and pulled me in eventually, but not before we stashed it somewhere safe so we could pick it up later. Right down there is the biggest, stinkiest garbage pile in all of Heliodor. Me and Dirk buried the orb slap bang in the middle of it. After all, no one would ever think of looking for it there. We're criminal geniuses, I tell ya. Time to go liberate that loot. To the garbage pile. I can't wait to see the back of this town. There's no money, nope, no nothing. But where else am I gonna go, eh? This is home, even if it's bloomin' awful. Take a look at the well. Yeah. Aha, this one is locked. It'll be a while before I get that key, too. Welcome to downtown Heliodor, the grimy secret the posh folks over the wall don't want you to know about. Yeah. You ain't from around here, eh? Well, if you ain't got a reason to stick around, I wouldn't bother. Well, sir, you're looking for the dump. Well, you're in the right part of town for rubbish. There's a great big pile of it right in the middle. Hanging out here jamming is all well and good, but I can't help feeling I'd like to play in front of some slightly bigger crowds. But that would mean hitting the nice part of town, and I don't have the money or the contacts to get past the checkpoint. If only there was a way of sneaking through. Welcome to my fine establishment. It may be small, but it's perfectly formed. You'll have a great night's sleep, I guarantee it. To the inn. Yeah, I don't need to. Them numpties up at the castle locked up some luminary bloke who's supposed to bring disaster and destruction. And then they went and let him escape. Having him on the loose plays havoc with the price of edge. I can barely scrape the cash together to bring a bunch of major carrots as it is. I don't know much about this luminary character, but I do know they should lock him up and throw away the key. Them guards need to get off their backsides and track him down. Oh yeah, they should do that. Keep your wits about you, them escaped prisoners still at large. If they get out of the castle dungeons, they ain't no part-timers, probably armed and dangerous. I should know. I used to be a bit of a villain myself. Done me fair share of chokey in them same cells. Best years of my life. Yeah, crappy life. Yeah. We're playing hide and seek, but I can't find Camo anywhere. He used to bleed good. I bet he went up that ladder. It's not fair. He knows I'm scared of heights. Can I afford? Let's see. I think in this game I'm using a single-handed sword. It's all good stuff. Okay. some stuff around. So I think I'm not anywhere near these many herbs. Antidotes are good. Strong medicine. What's our got? Nothing special, right? Okay. Close. Seems like I should be using that. What do I have? Wayfarer's clothes. That's right. 2 leather armors. Okay, maybe I don't. Okay, nothing for his head, really? Oh, okay, that's it. I thought I had one. Additional accessories, though? Okay. Soldier sword. Why is the soldier sword a big deal? I think I can get those anywhere. Okay, well, I'm still too broke. Even after all that trouble. Life isn't easy for a trainee sorceress, let me tell you. I mean, how am I supposed to do any magic with my tummy rubbling like this? If only there were a spell that could summon a big loaf of freshly baked bread. This place is legendary. It's filthy, it's got no roof, and the food's bleeding awful. But the drinks are cheap, and the dancers, they're out of this world. I bet you're here for an eye full of Roxy and all, ain't you? Nah. Well, your lost mate, trust me, she's the bee's knees, and then some. Yeah, nothing tastes better than a drink bought with someone else's money. Ah, I got the best job in the world. You after something, sunshine? Well, we don't serve kids here. Sling your hook. Or are you here for work? Well, you can save all the shifts you want as long as you don't mind not getting paid. Yeah. welcome, and all of that. Alright, now what do you got? Nothing I want to buy. This is the spot. Keep a lookout, okay? I'm gonna grab the loot. Now, it was around here somewhere. It's definitely here. I'm 1000% sure. It's not here. You gotta be kidding me. Me and Dirk were the only ones who knew where it was. Wait a minute. That rat. He must have done the dirty on me and taken it for himself. Damn it, I should have known. The thieving little... Wait till I get my hands on him. I'm gonna find him, and you're gonna help me. Okay, the inn we used to crash at is just over there. Come on, it's the only one with an upstairs. We can't miss it. What do you think you're staring at, eh? Alright, mate, want to hear something good? It'll cost you, mind you, 5 gold coins for some proper juicy info. What do you say? Nah. You can't spare a measly 5 gold coins? Well, ain't no skin off my nose, but if you change your mind, you know where I am. Alright there, tell me, are you sorted for swords? Open shop here. Whoop whoop, nothing I can afford. Yay. But I will break your pots. At least you're doing it this way. Yeah, how'd I end up here? How did things come to this? How am I gonna get out of this one? Eh? Who are you? Do you want something? Because if not, I recommend you clear off. I got enough on my plate without you bothering me. Draconian shilling. Welcome to the mysterious realm of the magnificent Mistress Bev. Don't cross me playing with silver. Don't cross me palm with silver, and I'll read your fortune. And I'll read your fortune anyway. Well, fancy it? Nope. Well, I knew you were gonna say that, obviously. But if you ever change your mind, love, you know where to find me. It won't cost you a thing, remember. But it will cost me a thing. Wait, I'm not. Yeah. Destroy everything. The veg in the shop? Well, I guess I smuggles it over from the other side of the wall. That's right, yours truly. It's good stuff, eh? I mean, fair enough, some of it's a little on the ripe side, but it's still tasty. You won't believe the things that the rich lot chuck out. Roll up, get your fresh veg here. I got your onions, your spuds, the whole lot. Don't go eating them raw, mind you. Nah, you want to boil them for a good 2-3 hours first. Maybe disinfect them a bit and all. This whole place hasn't changed a bit. Back in our thieving days, Dirk and me used to lay low here whenever things got hairy. Ruby, you there? It's me, Eric. There's something I need to ask you. Ruby runs the place. Looks like she's not around, but if anyone knows where Dirk is, it's her. Which means we'll have to go find her. So here's the plan. There's a tower they use to look out for fires. You're going to climb up there and keep an eye out for Ruby. I'll check a couple other spots. Don't worry, you can't miss her. She's the only redhead in town. Chop. Chop. nothing of interest. It's interesting how much they try to communicate with just some simple animation. We can't find Camo anywhere. He's the undisputed hide-and-seek champion of Elidor. Hello, love. Are you wanting to get through this way? Sorry, it ain't quite that simple. Someone's pinched aft the planks again. They'll repair it eventually, but it'll take a little while, I reckon. I'm sure I saw Camo come this way, but I can't find him everywhere. When there's a lot of people living in a small space, you have to build upwards. That's why I live up here. I ain't saying it's ideal, mind you. The floor's all wonky, and getting up and down's a right old pain. Still its own. I'm Camo, the king of hide and seek. Wait, don't tell me you're playing too. Nah. Alright, well, promise you won't tell no one where I am. Boxer shorts? Yeah, I'll just put them on while I'm balancing on this tightrope up here. Really? I can put them on my torso? It's not as good as what I have. Yeah, forget it. Of course, in the 3D version, I could just kind of hang off the ledge and drop down. So, can't quite do that in the 2D version. At least not in the same way, I don't think. Yeah, I can't find Ruby anywhere. How about you? Any luck? You saw her heading back to the inn? Great, let's head over there and find out what she knows. This is the life for me. I don't want to work or have responsibilities or have to answer to anyone. Nah, this is exactly where I want to be. Just a blob in the street. Well, if this isn't my favorite landlady. Welcome to our Strike the light if it ain't me favorite little tea leaf. Last I heard, they locked you up and threw away the key. About that, you've gone and escaped, ain't you? You and your friend, the fugitives everyone's talking about. Well, I know not to stick me big nose in where it ain't wanted. You always did like to sail close to the wind. Don't worry, I won't be here long. I just need to know where Dirk is. Have you seen him? Dirk, eh? Now there's a name I ain't heard in a while. Didn't he open some fancy shop by the castle? Yeah, that was it. Breaking in the cash, he is. Well, so they say. That can't be right. The rent up there is crazy. Where would he find the money? Wait a second. He sold it, didn't he? The rat sold the damn orb. Look, in this part of town, you don't go asking too many questions. You know that. If you want more, you have to get it from the horse's mouth. You're right. Thanks, Ruby. I appreciate it. We'll get out of your hair. That no good traitor. I bet he sold me out and sold the orb and all so he could move up in the world. Well, I'll get what I'm owed, you'll see. Well, we need to get past the sentry if we're going to head uptown and find him. Wait, isn't he? Yeah, I remember hearing that one of the guards is terrified of dogs. I think it was him. Maybe we can borrow one off somebody. Nice one, Bullseye. The great big coward of a guard nearly weed himself in. Weed himself in, he? Saw ya? What? You saw ya? What the heck is that supposed to say? I don't know. What? Don't you think you. What do you think you're staring at, eh? Get lost. You what? You want to borrow my dog? You having a giraffe, ain't you? Look, I ain't got time for this. Go on, sling your hook. Bullseye here is a lone wolf like me. He don't take too kindly to strangers. Ah, but you know what? Surely holy water and a buzzberry too might change his mind. What are you gawping at me like that for? It ain't like I'm asking much. Just go and shake the tree and grab some berries in it. Go out of town, down the ladder, and head south. Big tree by the church. Funny berries on it. Whoosh. As for the holy water, well, that's easy. Buy it from a shop. And remember, I didn't say holy water or buzzberries. I want them both. Otherwise, no deal. I already got the buzzberries. Nah, it's gotta be something new for me. That's how things work around here, so get me some holy water and buzzberry or two. Get buzzberries and holy water? Yep. Let's see now. Yeah, that looks like it's what I asked for. Blimey, I actually bought it. Mug. Bullseye, it's your favorite. Buzzberries. We'll share these, alright? Oof. Good, ain't they? Right, let's sprinkle this old holy water on you, shall we? There we go. Now the monsters will steer clear of you when you go playing outside. Nice. Woohoo. What? Don't look at me like that. Bullseye looks after me and I look after him. Anyway, a promise is a promise. He's yours for a bit. Look after him, alright? Bullseye, listen, boy. Go and play with a nice man for a bit, okay? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Chop, chop. Halt! This gate leads to the nicer part of town. My job is to protect the respectable people from being bothered by rabble and riffraff. In other words, you. Hey, no, not a dog. Anything but that. Zoinks! Looked like a charm. Now to head up to where all the rich folks live and find out what the heck Dirks think he's up to. What's that? You're looking for a shop run by someone called Dirk? I've got a feeling there's someone by that name who lives in a big mansion by the castle. If you're heading up to that part of town, take my advice and use the rope on the roof of this house. You'll be there much quicker. A colleague of mine told me that the fugitives were cornered while they were escaping and ended up jumping off a cliff. They must have survived though, otherwise they wouldn't have had us out looking for them. I hope we find them soon. I hope you don't. This church is a haven in life's storm. I can highly recommend prayer and quiet reflection from time to time. Allow me to give you some free financial advice. If you manage to save some money, you're best off putting it in the bank. No ne'er-do-wells will be able to nobble it there. Meow. Thank you so much for getting my kitty back, mister. I'm glad I didn't get I'm glad you didn't get stuck in the roof too. If you got up on that roof, you can go onto others. You can probably even climb down chimneys. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot I came here already. Did we get everything in the well? I think we did, yep. Alright, we don't need to explore because we've been here before, so let's just go to the nice part of town. Yeah, take that, jerks. I'm so happy I met you. Just being here near you makes me so happy I could burst. Yes, bursting. Bursting with happiness. Bursting with happy liquid. Wow, nice place you got here. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse. You'll find we only stock the very finest wares. And that's good, because I'm looking for something very special indeed. Happen to have any orbs in stock? Eric! Long time no see, old pal. Eric, my brother, my compadre, my partner in crime. It's really... you, large as life. Fighting fit. I'm so happy to see you. You have no shame, huh? Get your backstabbing hands off me. You always were full of it, Dirk, but this really takes the cake. Admit it, you sold me out and sold the orb so you could buy this place, didn't you? I never. I promise you, I never sold you out. I was worried sick about you. I only opened this place to try and help you. Oh yeah, and how's that work exactly? How does you opening this place and lining your pockets when I rot in jail help me? Look, I was never much of a thief. You know that. But it turns out I know how to sell stuff. I got the gift, even if I do say so myself. When you got nabbed, I spent months racking my brains for ways of busting you out. I couldn't stand the thought of you being in there. In the end, I realized I'd have to give up the orb. I took it to the king and told him I'd found it somewhere and pocketed the reward. Then I used the cash to open up the shop here and poured all my profits into bribing the guards up at the castle so they'd let you escape. Yeah, now that you mention it, I did think it was weird they never tossed my cell the whole time I was digging that hole. Exactly. I was paying them to turn a blind eye, weren't I? Okay, I'm sorry I doubted you, partner. That's the spirit. Eric, old pal, it's so good to have you back. But I need that orb, and now we don't even know where it is. Oh, yes we do. Right this way, gentlemen. Why, hello. Charmed, I'm sure. You must be Eric. One is lucky enough to be married to the magnificent Dirk. He has told me so much. He has told us He has told us such an awful lot about you. One understands that you are quite the most light-fingered gentleman in all of the realm. Fascinating. It's an honor to meet such a rogue. Chop, chop, chop. Aww. So, where is it? After I handed over the orb, I made sure to keep me ear on the ground about where it ended up. I knew it was important to you see. Well, Erdrea tells me that Erdrea and his men took it to the King's Barrow, and it's been under lock and key there ever since. The King's Barrow, huh? That's southeast of town, same direction as Cobblestone. Which means we can kill two birds with one stone. You coming, Dirk? A little adventure for old time's sake? Sorry, no can do. I got a shop to run, and I'm a married man these days. Married? Wow, you really have changed. Well, you all said you wanted to settle down and maybe go into business someday. I'm happy for you. We better get going. Take care, Dirk. Thanks for everything. You too, old pal. Be lucky, eh? And don't you two go doing anything I wouldn't do. The south gate is crawling with guards. We won't be walking out that way, and Hendrik's men are too uptight to take bribes. Guess we'll have to go the long way around. If we skirt around the hills to the south, we should be able to approach the King's Barrow from the other side. We could drop in Comstone on the way. Okay, let's head back downtown. Watch yourselves out there, eh? You don't call me the forest. They don't call the forest round there the Mandogo for nothing. There's plenty to go in there and never come out. It'll take more than a few kids' stories to scare us off. Besides, it's the only way to get there. I just saw a whole troop of soldiers racing towards the gates. I dare say they must have spotted these escaped prisoners everyone's been talking about. Yeah, well, I hope not, yeah. I think they should just let him go. I think I need to change this I was here last. That's right, I took everything I could here. Good enough. I know I've been down here. Every time a party member levels up, you will earn some skill points. As the name suggests, these can be used to acquire new spells and abilities. To use them, open up the character builder from the miscellaneous menu. Yeah, what do you got here? The character builder is where you can use skill points to teach your party members new spells and abilities and also improve their attributes. When you unlock a particular panel, the one surrounding it will become available, expanding your options even further. Think carefully about what to unlock and when, and work your way towards the ultimate abilities. Okay, what do we got here? Got regular swords and luminary stuff. Needed 6, I own 3. Basically, I don't have Jack. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at that, a campsite, just when we needed one. Still a fair way to cobblestone. Let's rest up for the night. I still can't get over old Dirk. He didn't just go straight. Married, shopping the best part of town. He went straighter than straight, just like that. We used to be thick as thieves, literally. We'd travel the world, always on the hunt for loot. Those were the days. Speaking of which, I just thought of something we acquired back then that night that might come in handy. Yep, I decided it. I'm giving it to you. You'll love it. We sure did when we got our hands on it. Behold, the fun-size forge. Pop a few raw materials on top, bash them with the porta pounder, and Bob's your uncle. New equipment. And I'm not just talking steel swords and like, wooden boomerangs and natty new jerkin. You name it, this thing can make it. Sweating over a hot forge wasn't exactly my style, but I have a feeling you'll get more use out of it than I ever did. You can't just go smash the stuff together willy-nilly, though. You'll need the recipe for the piece of equipment you want to make. Here's a little something to get you started. You should strike while the iron's hot. Big Deep and 2D received a tome entitled Forging Ahead with the Fun-Sized Forge, a Beginner's Guide. 2D learns how to make bronze swords. Divine daggers. There are recipes hidden all over the place. Treasure chests and bookshelves are always a good bet. Keep an eye out and you're sure to find some beauties. Oh, by the way, you can bust out the fun-sized forge anytime you want. You just have to head to a campsite or dig it out of your bag. To get you started, I'll give you the materials you'll need to make the recipes in that book I gave you. Why don't you use them to whip up a quick weapon? Fun-sized forge is glowing. I have to learn a thing too if you use it. Use it? Yes. It's the fun-sized forge. You can use it to build brand new equipment or to rework your existing kit. And I guess I need the sword more. Yeah, let's do it. Use the bash command and various flourishes to beat your materials into shape, filling up the orange gauges in the process. The aim is to get all the gauges into the green zones. But this is easier said than done. With every whack of them out, your materials will cool slightly, and when they finally get cold, you won't be able to continue. Pummeling away with the porta pounder will also drain your focus level, so be sure to keep an eye out as well. The higher the temperature, the more punch each pummel with the porta pounder will pack. Certain flourishes will allow you to adjust the temperature or to hammer multiple sections at once, but you'll need to keep an eye on your focus level. You can also select Appraise to check on the current state of the equipment. If you can manage to get all of the gauges in the green zone and select Finish, you'll have made something truly special. Got a bronze sword +2. Yay. Let's see. I can make it. Yeah, let's do it. Divine dagger +1. Daggers in the bag. Nope, I'm good. That's it. Let's equip our items. And the cobblestone sword can go into the bag, never to be touched again. Yeah, we overslept. Well, up and at 'em, champ. It's time for us to head to Cobblestone. Actually, time to save. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap for you. You've been watching Dragon Quest XI Echoes of the Elusive Age Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch, the 2D version. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.